Welcome to Padres Opening Day here on Good Morning San Diego, live from Petco Park.
Don't forget, this is our All-Star year. We are going to be hosting the All-Star game in July, but today is a beautiful day for the start of baseball season. Welcome to Good Morning San Diego.
She's Lisa Remillard. I'm Carlos Amesqua. We are your hosts for the next hour of the most fabulous television you will ever see. Riveting stuff happening right here at Petco Park.
Yes.
You know, this is so much fun.
This
is so San Diego. I'm telling you, I'm excited to be here.
Totally is. We have a great show, a great hour planned for you. We're going to talk to Mike D, of course, President CEO of the Padres. We're also going to talk to the brand new skipper of the team. Andy Green is going to be joining us. We got Paul Rudy up early, dragged him out of bed. We're come to work early.
Yeah, some good things to say about the new skipper.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to Andy Green in this hour as well. But
I've got my throwback jersey from the World Series in 1998. I bought this back then.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get it at the garage sale.
Bravo.
It still fits. Of course, I bought it when I was 300 pounds. I'm much less than that now.
And I got my throwback. Throwback is that's the thing
like
this
the brown
year.
and
The
gold.
brown
It's so
is
cool.
back.
Yeah.
It's a thing this year. So we're gonna.
And they're going to be giving this away today.
Oh yeah, the terrible towels.
Terrible towels.
This year.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay,
So you can do this during the game.
Exactly.
Not during the broadcast.
Not right now. Right now, we need to go talk to Ed Lenderman. He is live in our studio with your news now. Good morning,
Morning, Ed.
Thanks, guys. Right about now, Governor Jerry Brown will be, or is doing it as we speak, signing a new law into effect. It raises California's minimum wage. The new law will bump the wage from $10 an hour to $15 by the year 2022. However, should the state fall on tough economic times, the governor has talked about this, there is a provision in that bill that will allow future governors to put any increase on hold. California is the first state in the U.S. to make such a dramatic increase. He's expected again to sign the law in this hour. There's a ceremony going on in Los Angeles. The suspect who shot and killed a man in Lincoln Park still on the loose this morning. It happened last night around 8 o'clock on Reynolds Street. Police say the victim was a 44-year-old male and suffered multiple gunshot wounds. The victim's name will not be released until family is notified. And we want to bring you this because, for obvious reasons, people need to know. A memorial will be held tonight to remember the woman who died when a plane crashed into the car she was in on the freeway over the weekend. 38-year-old Antoinette Isbell killed Saturday when a small plane crashed into the car she was in on Interstate 15. The car was parked on the shoulder. She was a member of a local roller derby team. 3 other skaters were also hurt in the crash, and tonight's event will also raise money to help their recoveries. That's happening tonight again at Skate World in Linda Vista. A preliminary report looking into why that plane crashed expected to be released sometime this week. We are spending a whole lot of time this morning getting ready for opening day, but over in New York, East Coast baseball fans are going to have to wait a little longer. The Yankees announced today that their game against the Astros has been pushed back because of weather. Yes, they'll now be playing that game tomorrow instead of today. People in New York woke up to snow this morning, and more rain is in the forecast. Again, as we talked about last hour, we watched with interest yesterday's Pittsburgh opener against St. Louis, and the temperature in Pittsburgh was 30 degrees. So, again, the temperature where you guys are is and will be at 4:05. We'll talk to Francella about that. Back to you guys in Petco Park.
How's the mid-70s sound?
Yeah, I know. Pretty nice. It's a rough life out here in San Diego. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, it is tough.
Speaking of Francella, let's talk to Francella because she is joining us to talk about all of the promotions and all the cool things that happen at Petco Park. So it's not just...
Did she go to the beach?
Yes, she did. Because it's not just come to the ballpark.
No.
You get stuff. And there's fun activities here.
That's right. Good morning, Carlos. Lisa, we are at San Diego Beach. We are enjoying ourselves. It's a beautiful morning, and we're here with Katie Jackson. Good morning, Katie. I know you guys have more goodies to give out, more so this year than last year, right?
We do. Yeah, so as part of Baseball Night in San Diego, every Saturday we have a giveaway item, but we're also extending that to our Fridays and Sundays. Not all of them, but for some. This is just a kind of an overview of some of the stuff that we're doing this season. As you can see, our lineup for opening series that we've been talking about this morning goes with all the jerseys that we're going to debut over the next 3 days. So these are the new jerseys that our team will wear, the All-Star commemorative, the brown, and then the navy digi. Those are little jersey rally towels that every fan will get. So these are all fan giveaways. One of our favorites is kind of the vintage hoodie. We took the brown and yellow, which is one of our new jerseys.
Can I see that one?
Of course, yeah. I think you're going to like this one.
Great little hoodie.
Nice little hoodie. Brings in the brown and yellow. And then, you know, everybody has a favorite. A lot of them love the fedora. So this one will be in June when we play the Nationals.
So you're going to give this one. You're going to give this one in June.
I'm going to give this one in June. You're right. And then this one is the one on the 16th of April. So this is the one coming up in a couple weeks. And as you can see, bringing in all of our new colors for the season. And this is a jersey T-shirt starring our starting pitcher for today's game, Tyson Ross. And this is just kind of an overview of the wearables that we have. But you know, our biggest thing is we want to step it up every single year and provide really cool giveaways that people want to wear and are practical. So we have earbuds and chargers and a lunch bag and a bottle holder. So all kinds of fun stuff. And then we do have a throwback jersey that will have the player that we will be inducting into the Padres Hall of Fame. So that
there's more giveaways than what you're showing here.
Yeah, so there's 13 every single Saturday as part of Baseball Night in San Diego. And then we also have additional ones on our Fridays and Sundays. And then fans love fireworks. So we'll have 4 fireworks shows and 1 laser show. So 5 of those, fun entertainment. You can check out all the information at padres.com/promotions. That's the full lineup. We also have theme games, which is a little something new that we're giving to our fans who love giveaways, but they're just going to be smaller quantities. So they won't be the all-fan ones. There'll be specific themes that we'll have as part of our baseball in-game experience, and then also a fun giveaway that those fans who want to participate can enjoy as well.
That's wonderful. And then you were mentioning earlier that if I get one of these jerseys and it's a little too big or too small, I can exchange it?
Yeah, so something new this year. Usually it was one size and everybody had to fit into that size, right? So something new is we will allow fans to exchange the wearable items that do have sizes attached to those. We have youth sizes, we have some women's sizes, some larger sizes. So hopefully all of our fans will be able to have something that they can wear and really enjoy throughout the season.
And everybody gets one?
Every fan gets one.
Do I have to go, where do I get it? Do I have to reserve my ticket?
So you have to buy a ticket. So Padres.com is the place to buy tickets. But as you come into the gates, you'll get your giveaway item for every single fan that comes to the gates on that particular game.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Katie, for being with us. These are wonderful giveaways, you guys. I mean, it's definitely worth it. More giveaways and goodies than last year. So, and you haven't even seen half of them. Earlier we had a bag and everything. So
we still have the monkey with you.
Oh, this monkey is going home with me. He's like hanging around with me. But yeah, I love all these other things I've been trying out. So,
I know.
Yeah.
Great giveaways this year. Okay, Francella, thank you.
Paul Rudy has a very special guest right now.
Yes, Andy Green is with Paul.
That is right. The skipper is up bright and early and is joining us now. Mr. Green, thank you very much for joining KUSI's Airwaves. We were just briefly talking about it off camera about all the analytics and all the, like, now there's going to be laptops in the dugout and whatnot. Could you speak to the sophistication of modern-day baseball?
The game's changing, but the game still remains the same. You have to trust people. You have to trust your gut, your instincts. Tony La Russa always talked to me about that. But we do factor in all the analytics. We look at all the information, take advantage of what we can. But at the end of the day, it's 9 guys on the field playing as a team, trying to beat the other team.
It seems like that information is like relentless. It's nonstop. Is there ever that paralysis by analysis kind of thing?
You have to choose what filters down to the players. If they get absolutely everything, they can't perform on the field. So I think as a coaching staff, you're the conduit of the information. You decide what gets through. You're kind of the gatekeeper. You make wise decisions. You put your players in a position to succeed and give them the best opportunity to win a baseball game.
Can you speak to this moment walking into this ballpark today? This, you know, as your first opening day as the man, could you talk a little bit about what it means to you?
I'm not sure about the man being the descriptor that's accurate, but I tell you what, I'm going to squeeze the life out of this day. You only get days like this once in a while in your life, those seminal moments that you never forget, and this is one of those days, and I'll take a few deep breaths on the line today, really enjoy the crowd, and then lock into the baseball game and do what we came to do, which is win a game.
And what does it mean to your family and the people closest to you?
From my mom, my grandmother who raised me, my brother who was there along the way. This is big for them too, and my wife and daughters. They're going to be here today cheering us on at Petco, and hope everybody else is out here as well.
You know, we were speaking earlier this morning about how baseball is in a society that's increasingly become more divided. This is kind of like a unifying moment, a national holiday, if you will. Can you speak to the importance of opening day just on a greater scale?
I think opening day brings hope to 30 different franchises. You know, every single team is in first place on opening day, and you have this opportunity to do something that you've dreamt about your whole life, which is, you know, drive a team towards a World Series in a city like San Diego. There's no better place to be. And so these days, it's a national holiday for my family. My daughters aren't in school today, so teachers, we apologize, but we pull them today.
And to a man, everyone's talking about how you've been a unifying force amongst the troops. What is it going to take for the Padres to exceed expectations in 2016?
I think by and large we need to stay healthy. Obviously we don't have a ton of depth, but what we do have is enough players. If we stay healthy and compete, pay attention to little things, the fine details of the game that, you know, we're trying to make a part of our culture here in San Diego, where we don't leave any stone unturned. We find every competitive advantage we can, and at the end of the day, if we do those things, we give ourselves the best opportunity to be where we want to be at the end of the year.
Everybody knows the guys that have to have good years for you. Who's the one guy that maybe no one's talking about that you suspect like we can play this tape 6 months from now, they can say, hey, oh yeah, he's the guy to keep an eye on?
You know, I don't know what expectations are in the industry about Will Myers. I don't typically pay attention to those, but he's a guy who's come off 2 years of injuries after winning the Rookie of the Year in the American League. He's healthy. He's at first base. He's ready to go. Second half of spring training, he looked great. We're looking for him to anchor our offense. Him and Matt Kemp right there in the middle of it. And I think Will is going to be a big catalyst for us this year.
And could you just quickly share with us your opening day lineup, or is that something you want to say for later?
I'm not sure I want to give that to Dave Roberts this early in the morning. You guys got me out here real early, and I'm not sure I want to spit that out.
All right. Well, thank you very much for spending time with us. That's your skipper in 2016, and what a cool skipper he is to share part of his morning with us. Carlos.
Wow, I love his intensity. I love his resolve. Wow, the commitment is just there.
Tell him we said thank you for getting up so early, Paul. We
Lisa
appreciate his time.
Thank you so very much for getting up so early and being with us this morning.
So happy to be here. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
All right, thank you. And green, everybody.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Paul. And
Go
Andy.
Padres. We're excited for him.
What a great guy.
Yeah, fantastic. We're back with more Good Morning San Diego live from Petco Park on opening day. Like a good Dick Dale guitar to get you in the beach
right?
mood, right?
San Diego, the beach, right here at Petco Park on opening day. One of the many places you can take your kids, enjoy the ball game. You know, half of the fun of coming to the ball game is eating.
We were just talking to Randy about
Randy Jones has his own barbecue joint here. 3 different locations here in the ballpark. But David Davis, how does David get the plum? David got to go.
Because he's a thin man.
Okay, wait, but David gets to go in the locker room. He gets to play with Randy Jones, and now he's going to talk to the chef about the food.
The locker room clubhouse, the bullpen, and now food. Does it get any better than that? I'm here with Chef Carlos. Of course, Reimels is something brand new to Petco Park, and there are several brand new items on the menu at Petco Park. Good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you today?
So you got to be excited. You are in charge of all of this. You go around, and what is your job?
My job is to make sure that the new partners that we get in the building, you know, I work together with them and hire the right cooks to represent their brand properly.
And you know a thing or two about food, right?
Just a bit. You know, just a bit, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's great working with our new partners that we currently have now in house, you know, and just to let other ballparks know that, you know, hey, we're probably going to be the #1 ballpark in food service, you know, that's coming up.
That's what you strive for, right?
Absolutely.
Be #1. Now everybody knows about Hodad's, everybody knows about Randy Jones Barbecue, but let's talk about the new ones for this year.
Great. The new ones that we actually have here, and I got some actually food shots that we have over here. We have our board and brew sandwich that we currently have here. We have the Brigantine group as well, which we have.
So Brigantine's new too.
Brigantine is new, and then Reimels. Brigantine, we have the fish tacos, we have the catch of the day, we have the Cóctel del Mar over here with some chips. We also have Reimels, which is our surfer burrito, and actually our Baja fish taco.
You guys are going to have to start holding a taste of Petco Park. You know, just to have a big event just off season for the all
Absolutely,
guys, right?
that's a great, absolutely, for sure.
You have so many restaurants now.
Right, definitely. So now, would you like to go back there and start?
Let's go back.
And then,
Kevin, I'll let you go ahead and shoot some of this out here, but we're going to go back and get started. What are we going to be doing?
Then our other partner that we have here, we're going to be doing some Gaglione cheese steaks, and they're famous for the garlic fries. So
Gaglione cheese steaks.
Exactly. So while Chef Phil's right here building the cheese steak.
Hi, Chef Phil.
How you doing?
Good. Life is good.
Welcome to Petco Park.
What are you doing right here?
I'm making a Gaglione's famous cheese sticks for you guys. We got some shaved ribeye, some cheese whiz, caramelized onions.
Awesome. And then what I'm going to be doing right now, I'm going to be grabbing the famous garlic fries.
Okay, come on back, Kevin, and we'll show you how we're making these garlic fries, because these are really, really popular.
Yes, they are.
Now, which restaurant is this?
This is Gaglione famous all of this, yes. Gaglione, you know, their famous garlic fries.
I think there's
a little, let's add a little bit more. There you go. And then you could never go wrong with some of the garlic that they actually have. You know, we'll put a little bit, you know, of garlic, maybe just a tab more. You know, there you go. Exactly. A little bit of parsley that we have here. Now we just get to toss them, you know, and you smell them. What do you think? You can never go wrong with garlic.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You know, we're gonna put them right inside here, and then I'm gonna have you try one. As Chef Phil is the whole basket, right?
Right. One is never enough.
Exactly. You know. So, and here we go, and let's see what you think of them.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
It's to die for.
Oh, it's the best breakfast I think I've ever had.
Exactly, and a garlic breakfast, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not gonna get too close to anybody here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I would like for you to take a bite of the cheese whiz steak here that we currently have. Yep, that's it right there. Look at this.
I love my job. All right, here we go. Oh.
What do you think?
And I get paid to do this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is wonderful. All right, so starting at 1 o'clock today, you all get rolling, right?
Absolutely. You know, gates open at 1 o'clock, you know, for the whole ballpark, and we're going to be ready. You know, it's going to be a great opening season, and, you know, and can't wait for it.
You know, if you play this right, you can have lunch and dinner here. Show up at 1 o'clock.
Exactly.
Maybe a little of this.
Very true. You know, I mean,
by the time the game's over, that's like 6:30. Time to eat again.
Exactly. I got stopped by a fan one day and said, "Hey, you know what, Chef Carlos? You guys changed my routine." I'm like, "Why is that?" Because before I used to go and stop and eat at different places. Now that you guys have all these offerings, I come here 2 hours before the gates, you know, two hours before the game, and I just get to go around the ballpark and eat, you know, from sushi to, you know, to a poke bar to, you know, anything.
Not naming any names, but was he a big man?
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. You know, absolutely.
Chef Carlos, thanks so much for sharing all this, and I am going to finish this. This was not a one-bite deal. Back to Lisa.
I know.
I'm not sure I trust him to tell me that it tastes good. Never trust a skinny man with food. Never. So I have to confirm whether or not that Philly cheese sandwich is good.
Because journalism.
Because of journalism. I want to be
journalism. We want to be thorough. David, you know, I can't with you.
Brilliant.
But I love how he says, if you play it right, you can have lunch and dinner here.
I like that. And Dave's always about playing it right.
Absolutely.
Whether it's Anchor Carlos or Chef Carlos.
I can't
we
look
will
at
never
that.
steer you wrong.
I can't look at it anymore.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Just eat the thing. Don't make love to it. My goodness.
Gosh. All right, let's talk to Brad. He's down at the gas lamp where they are having a big block party today.
They blocked off J Street. Don't even go there.
Another fun thing here for opening day.
It's crazy. I'll tell you, all the way from 6th Street to 10th Street, they got everything all set up, ready to go for the big block party. Kicks off in less than, 45 minutes. So around there, this is going to be fun for everybody. But are we... And as we are talking, of course, Dr. Michelle here, we're talking about relationship. We're talking about, of course, baseball season. We want to touch upon that because, again, we want to make sure people stay happy and good with this.
Oh, absolutely. So like we were talking before, Brad, one of the biggest things with, baseball season is there's so many games in comparison to other sports. So, you really want to make sure that you have an opportunity with your partner to communicate what your needs are. So if you have one partner that really loves baseball but the other doesn't, that can really cause some conflict. So what you want to do is talk to your partner, find some compromise, and really make it a good time for the two of you.
All right, we know that there's going to be a couple that's going to go the game always. One's going to stay home. How can they make that work?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things the research states is that communication is key. So actually communication sets the tone for the whole relationship in so many ways. So one of the things, let's talk about do's and don'ts. The do's are do listen to your partner, do find compromise, do, really have an idea of what you want to do with each other and make that happen. The don'ts are don't criticize your partner, especially if you're the one who, doesn't like the sports as much. Don't come too hard on your partner and say, oh my gosh, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. In reverse for the other person is make sure that you're not defensive, right? So, really finding a balance there is so important.
I like that. All right, we're going to find a balance in it, and that is, of course, maybe coming to the block party as a balance that you both come and enjoy. If one's going to the game, you come over here. And this is fun. This is the East Village Big Block Party.
Yes, it is. We're really excited to be out here. We have a craft beverage beer garden for the adults. We have friendly, fun games for the family. It's totally free to come out. There's live music by Caliber. Another sponsor, 619 Vodka, local vodka at the craft beverage garden. So it's going to be a really good time, and we encourage everybody to come out today.
I love this. And this also, of course, benefits the East Village. A lot is going on here, so they want you to come enjoy. Let's meet the band Caliber here. Over here we have
Brian.
And then over here,
Ivy.
And then down here,
Kevin.
And
Ellie.
And
Aaron.
And
Brian.
I love this. And you guys are all set to go. You guys are kicking the stage. Are you guys playing all throughout the whole day?
We're going to play all day till they throw us out of here. How's that?
I love it. And you guys, I'll tell you, you guys got your CDs, everything ready to go. What kind of music are we going to be hearing today?
We're going to do all dance music, some sing-along stuff, some classic rock, some classic funk, some top 40, whatever you want to hear today.
I like it. Well, you guys got some going on right now, but it's Caliber. Caliber. Thank you, Caliber. I'm sorry, I'm just looking up and down the street, everything that's going on. So it's getting busy out here already. So you guys, I think we just need a little music for this party to get started. Take it away.
Party's getting started early.
So much fun, so much fun.
I love it. Okay, we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Mike D. And at the end of this show,
we're going to show off our skills.
The first ever Good Morning San Diego Home Run Derby with a special guest pitcher.
But take a look at this scene behind us. It is glorious. It's a glorious first day of baseball. Opening day at Petco Park. Nothing like it. We're so glad you're with us here on Good Morning San Diego. More when we come back.